What can we say about reincarnation? Judeo-Christian teachings speak of one incarnation, one physical life for 8100 years, with a personal eternal existence in a spiritual body after one's death. On the other hand, there are many contemporary works and some of the greatest religious traditions of the East, which accept reincarnation as truth. The phenomena described by numerous psychics lead to the conclusion that both beliefs are justified, so it is well to emphasize the ideas common to both theories. 1. A single, personal existence continues after the death of the physical body. 2. Spiritual growth continues primarily through love and service and is the most important aspect of our eternal existence. 3. After passing into the spirit world, we do not lose interest in the welfare of our loved ones or of humanity as a whole. We will continue to gain merits and benefit from helping others on earth so that they attain a greater knowledge of truth and a greater capacity to love. 4. It is extremely important, as we transition into the spiritual, look toward the light and accept suggestions from the guide spirituals. If one dies without the knowledge of the reality of the spiritual world, it may happen that such a person in spirit becomes imprisoned by the connection with his earthly life, and in some cases it may happen that he becomes a possession of someone else, which will seriously impair the development of all those who will be involved spiritually and physically. We must therefore overcome our fear of the new world, and allow ourselves to be helped to adapt through the tunnel and walk toward the light, just as a child has to accept being helped through the tunnel by his mother, which will lead him to live here on earth. From the biblical point of view, however, reincarnation does not exist, evidenced by the fact that John the Baptist walked before the Lord with the spirit and strength of Elijah, who cooperated with him spiritually, but in fact at that time Jesus and his disciples met Moses and Elijah on the Mount of Transfiguration, so Elijah had not been reincarnated as John the Baptist. Matthew 17. They were two separate distinct entities, one with his life on earth, John the Baptist, and the other, Elijah, as a person in spirit who helped John the Baptist get Jesus accepted by the Jewish people. 5. Most psychics who support the theory of reincarnation, however, do not believe that an individual should inhabit another body immediately after one's physical death. Long periods, hundreds, thousands of years when compared to Earth time, are used for continuous growth, especially by those who know how to obtain merits from temporary visits made to Earth as spiritual guides. Psychics who support the single incarnation theory describe these returns to Earth by spirit guides as a collaboration so in close contact with us, that our thoughts and emotions and those of the person in spirit mingle to such an extent that they cause the precise feeling of having lived a past life, or of knowing places and squares or churches, historical places, of places we have never been before. Scholars of both theories agree that it is still better to experience in eternity, without ever having to be reincarnated. Those who believe in reincarnation see this fact as the liberation of the soul from all illusions, after it has learned the lessons of life on earthly life. Others believe it is truly God's ideal for an individual to evolve. Through love and service for others, first here on earth and then continue in the next in the spiritual world, without the need for a further reincarnation. In addition, reincarnation, which is based on the karma factor, prevents people from evolving and perfecting themselves, and even helping other people who are suffering from their lives, according to those who believe in reincarnation, because of the previous evil life lived by those who are suffering. The reincarnation theory exists because of the lack of knowledge and understanding of the reality of the spiritual world, and God's purpose of creation, which, as the Bible says, there is an animal body and a spiritual body, and the dust returns to the earth and the spirit to God who gave it. Ecclesiastes